Amongst the hardest things in the world is to be a president of a country. I don't even know how they sleep. Have the audacity to be criticizing people sitting over 200 million people. 1,000 decisions every day. Everything you do, no matter you do, you don't do, you're criticized. Nobody's metal. That's why they can seem to misbehave, and it seems God overlooks it a lot, because it's a very hard job. It's among the hardest jobs. I've shown you in the Bible that there are two major servants of God. One are spiritual servants, the second are civil government servants. Romans 13, it says that they are God's servants for this job. They are not under the spiritual servants. Listen, there's God, there's spiritual authority one side, there's civil authority another. Both of them answer straight to God. The best scenario is when they walk hand in hand. When the spiritual authority, like in the time of David, the prophet can walk in and tell you something that God said and walk with it. But remember, God speaks to them too. That's why God speaks to Pharaoh. That's why God speaks to Abimelech. That's why God speaks to Nebuchadnezzar. Because Romans 13, New Testament, Paul said that they are God's servants for this purpose. That literally they have a purpose, a job. Their job is ruling the human world. People like me have authority in the spiritual world. My authority is not over your physical bodies, over your spirit. I'm to tell you things that concern your spirit. I'm to explain the law and enforce it where required in spiritual things, not civil. I don't tell you what to do with the streets. I advise you to comply and obey, like Paul did there. The authority Peter did, Jesus did. Obey the authorities of the civil government. And if they are fearing God, they should tell you to obey the authority of the spiritual government, the church. That's how it's to work. But those two categories of servants are the two broad ones that answer straight to God. They answer to God, not to you. Pastors, it's a common teaching, do not know. They are wrong when they say that they should answer to the church. No, they answer to God. They don't answer to the church. The church was meant to have authority. No! Show me the passage for that. It's not in the Bible. It's an idea. It's just popular. You keep saying a lie many times. Everyone believes it. It's not scriptural. You didn't get that from the words of God. Under the words of God, spiritual authority is different from physical authority. They answer to God. That's why you can see a pastor misbehave in different ways than others, and God seems so merciful to them. Seems to protect them, forgive them, keep showing them mercy. Why? Because leadership is hard. Anyone that has been a leader knows it is hard. Listen, leadership is easy if you're not really a leader. You're just there for what you enjoy from it. But if you're actually doing the job, it is hard. It's painful often. It's a yoke. Being a shepherd of civil or spiritual sheep is hard.